Musical chairs. Calendar musical chairs. Raducanu, 15 love. What's going on, everybody? We've got Djokovic coming up against Svajda, Svajda. It's going to be a hard name to say, but we'll get it right eventually. Qualifier. And we've got Raducanu taking on Jen, who is also a qualifier, 30 love. So if we're going to reorganize the WTA calendar a little bit, so in February, right? So you go from the Australian Open, they go to Linz and Singapore. So there's already a tournament in this part of the world, right? In sort of the in Asia already, right? So then instead of going from Linz, I mean, there's Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Dubai, and then you got some tournaments in. I mean, you can't have any tournaments during the 1000s. That's a rule. But you could have Singapore, and then instead of going to Romania in February, move Romania to the end of the year where you've got more indoor tournaments, or at least on the ATP. And then instead of going to Abu Dhabi, you have the option to play in Philippines, or you have the option to play in a 250 in Indonesia. So that Singapore, you can connect to that. You don't have to go to Abu Dhabi if you don't want to. And then after that, you go Abu Dhabi, Doha, Dubai, and then after Dubai, they go to Mexico or Texas. And maybe after Dubai, you go, well, you can have the option to go to the Philippines if you want. Because again, if you think logistically, right, with the world, you go Melbourne, you go up to, wherever in Asia, and then you go over to the Middle East, but California is like over here, so you got to fly all the way back over here eventually. But going to like Austin, Texas is overshooting the flight. You got to fly over, unless you go the other way, but you got to fly over California to get to Texas. Not saying that Austin doesn't deserve a tournament, that it does, but also wouldn't it be easy to go from Dubai to Philippines and then Philippines to California? Wouldn't that be a good option? Wouldn't that be a nice thing to just an option? Give them an option, But they're getting rid of 250s. They're making more 500s, so I don't know if they'll do it then. But it's an idea for free. Take that one. It's free. Plus, like we said, crowds are going to be wild in both those countries. And if you're not the WTA, I mean, the US Open have already made a mistake today by not putting Eala on a bigger court. Because the court that they put her on, court 7, I don't know if it's a show court. I don't think it's a car park, but it's sort of like it's a smaller court, right? Not putting Eala on big courts at this stage when so many people are going to go watch her is crazy. So the WTA would be crazy not to sort of build again. I know there's in other sports there's like franchise players. Eala has got the following, right? Why wouldn't you just try and why wouldn't you build a tournament around Eala? Why wouldn't you do that right now? And because what happens if in 3-4 years when who knows what's going to happen, right? But if Eala in 3 or 4 years, everything kind of settles down and she's a very consistent player, but maybe she's not top 10, maybe that time is gone. You have to do it now while everything's going crazy, right? All right, 15 all. There's a bit of forehand now to the forehand of Raducanu. Forehand now from Jen. Into the back of Raducanu with Jen with the slice. Raducanu slices the back. Jen forehand. Again, the back of Raducanu sliced. Jen with the forehand again. It's Raducanu with the backhand cross court. Jen with the slice on the stretch. It's Raducanu forehand inside out again to the slice of Jen. Again, the back of Raducanu with Jen backhand slice again. Raducanu backhand. Cross court winner. Beautiful rally. Great hitting for Raducanu. All right, 15-30. A bit of serve into the back of Raducanu. Jen with the forehand of the net. Just couldn't get her feet in the right position, that one. 15-40. Raducanu, set points. $15.40. There's a bit of fault from Jen, second serve. Can Raducanu or Jen take on Eala in this draw? They can, but it's not going to be till the quarterfinals. As a return goes in, the forehand of Jen, backhand out from Raducanu. There's Jen with a forehand again, the backhand of Raducanu. Into the forehand of Jen, as Raducanu backhand. Into the forehand of Jen, again the backhand of Raducanu. Jen backhand on the stretch with a slice. Raducanu on the attack. Hits a forehand winner. Great hitting Raducanu. And I know we've just been talking about, talking all these things. Even though it was 6-2, I do like what I see from Jen. Raducanu just too strong. 6-2. So yeah, so the only way that we get like a Raducanu, Jen versus Eala is if Eala beats Sabalenka and Raducanu beats both Raducanu and Paolini. So, or Jen beats both of them. So it's, unless they all lose, but that's a big if, it's going to be very unlikely that we get them playing in the quarterfinals. But it's like that top part of the draw is very, very tough. You got Raducanu, you've got Paolini, you had Towson, you got Sabalenka, you got Fernandez, Kessler's been good this year. So yeah, it's a pretty stacked top half. By the way, Jen won every point at the net, 5 out of 5, but Raducanu hit 5 aces. So Raducanu's serve is great. Jen's got that all-round game. Like we keep saying, body. I think only Eala and Fernandez are of Filipino descent. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure. Well, I know that I know they are, but I'm not sure if there's anyone else in the top 100. Raducanu keeps improving. Yeah, for sure. I want to see Raducanu we're back in the third round. We need that match because as fun as it is to watch Jen, at the end of the day, if Raducanu does beat Jen, it's for Raducanu. It's like, well, yeah, she beat a qualifier. That's she's supposed to do that, right? But Jen has, like I said, Jen's got massive potential. But at the end of the day, Raducanu should win this match, and and the score should be straight sets. The Raducanu Raducanu match right now is big. That's a big match. Raducanu playing really well, just beat Sabalenka in Cincy, and Raducanu has been improving massively over the last. She looks. It's funny because it's like she's been growing in confidence slowly, but then obviously there's been a lot of like people just shouting that she's terrible. But now I think people are starting to realize those people that have been yelling like, "Oh my God, she sucks," and then they're looking like, "Wait, hang on, she's in the top. She's almost top 30. Hang on a second, she almost was seeded here. Hang on a second, she's getting some really good results. Hang on," and then now it's like, "Oh wait, maybe she's not that bad." But she's been Raducanu has been good for like at least since coming back from surgery. She's been really good. She's just been slowly climbing the ladder, and she almost got seeded here. If nobody pulled out when the draw came out, which is before the draw came out, it was only 4 withdrawals, and that happened like 6 weeks ago, or maybe 2-3 weeks ago. If somebody else had withdrawn, Raducanu would have been seeded, which would have looked a hell of a lot different. All right, Djokovic is starting. Here we go. He's taking on Svajda. Let's see what Nole's got. Don't know what Svajda's got. I think he's maybe 5'10", probably a bit more of a maybe like a bit like Tien, maybe I would say a bit more of the grinder type. But we'll see whether or not he can push Djokovic at all. Nole, by the way, is wearing light blue, I believe, for those who paying attention. Good serve from Svajda. Love 15 Djokovic. Svajda backhand to the backhand Djokovic. Into the backhand Svajda. Djokovic backhand down the middle. Svajda forehand. Into the backhand of Nole. Svajda with the backhand. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Down the middle to the forehand of Svajda. Djokovic backhand again with the slice. Goes in the net. It's 15-0. All right. Raducanu, 30 love. As Jen wins the point. Raducanu overhits it. 30-15. By the way, Svajda and Djokovic have never met before. Never played. No surprise. Svajda, I think, is like a 22-year-old, I think, from the US. Let me triple check. Yeah, 22-year-old from America. 153 in the world. Was 102 in the world 12 months ago, which was a career high for him. Yet to break top 100. I don't know if... I'll check the rankings in a second, but he might, after this week, be top 100. He did beat Ben Shelton in the under-18s national championship, boys national championship, back in 2021. And then he won his first US Open match against Marco Cecchinato, if you know who that is. He wasn't great on hard courts. And then he lost to Sinner in 4 sets in the second round in 2021 of US Open. That's pretty damn good. Losing to Jannik Sinner in 2021, I mean, Sinner wasn't unknown back then. What was the scoreline, I wonder? So yeah, Svajda beat Cecchinato in 4 and then lost to Sinner 6-3, 7-6, 6-7, 6-4. So, not bad. Svajda taking on Sinner, who was at the time not in the top. He was still low ranked or getting started. So, not a bad experience. Anyway, it's 15-40 break points for Djokovic. Svajda backhand into the forehand of Djokovic. Svajda with a forehand. Again, the forehand of Djokovic. Svajda forehand again. Into the forehand of Djokovic. Svajda goes down the line. Djokovic there with the back on the stretch. And in the net. 30-40. Svajda has also won 2 challenger events this year. One in the Hall of Fame Open, which was on the grass after Wimbledon. And also in Lexington in a week later. So, a little bit of form. Beat Manarino in Hall of Fame Open and beat Tomic in Lexington. 30-40. And he hasn't played any main draws outside of the US, but he has played the US Open. This is his 5th US Open main draw. Damn. All right. That's actually a lot. All right. 30-40 as Djokovic hits it wide and it's deuce. And his ranking, if he wins. By the way, I'll talk about Jen's ranking as well because she obviously has got going to get a career high ranking if she with her result this week. So, by the way, Shelton being top 5 is insane. I love it. So Svajda, if he does go down in this match, his ranking will still be outside the top 100, I think. Advantage Svajda. Svajda's going to be 126, which is not a career high ranking, but it is 19 spots higher than last week. So if he wins this match, obviously that'll be he'll improve. Still won't be top 100 if he wins, but he'll be getting close. So Svajda with a good boost in the rankings, and then Jen is going to be at a career high ranking because she was already career high ranking before this week. She's going to go up 23 spots if she goes down, and she'll be 126, which is career high. So if she wins this match, though, she will be pushing top 110. So, yeah. Again, if both the qualies win here, they won't be top 100 yet, but yeah. All right. Svajda holds, one love. And Raducanu's got break points. 15-40. As the backhand return goes to forehand Jen. Backhand out from Raducanu goes wide, 30-40. Yep, Eala starts in about an hour and a half. Joint is also 5'6". Is she? I thought Joint was like 5'10". I don't think Joint's that short. Pretty sure my Joint's taller. Pretty sure. I don't think she's 5'6". I'm pretty sure Joint is sort of like that 5'10", 5'11". She doesn't seem to be... She seems taller. Pardon me. All right, deuce. Jen survives. The WTA records don't have any... Yeah, height NA. Okay, whatever that means. We'll never know. I don't think she's 5'6". I think she's taller. We'll see. We'll have to see her stand next to... Who's she playing next? She's playing Anisimova next. All right, well, if she's looking at Anisimova eye to eye, she's definitely not 5'6", because Anisimova's like 5'11". We'll judge her height by how tall she is standing next to... or how short she looks standing next to Anisimova. At Eastbourne, Eala and Joint with the same height. Yeah, and I think Eala is sort of like 5'9". So, yeah. So, yeah, Joint's not 5'6". I don't think so. Anyways, Jen puts it in the net. It's advantage Raducanu. Who's the shortest Wimbledon women's player ever? I don't know. As Djokovic hits a lovely drop shot volley combo. And he goes to 40 love. You're not allowed to say short anymore. You have to say vertically challenged. No, we don't. What do you mean? Oh my god, are we really going there? Come on, that's a little too much. We can't use words to describe things now. That's crazy. Anyways, double fault Jen, and it's Raducanu with a break. 2-love in the second. I know Graves was joking. Hey, all right, 2-love Raducanu with a set and a break. All right. All right, Djokovic holds. 1-1. One game all. Joint's 170 centimeters. 5'7". Okay. Raducanu serves an ace. 15 love. Love. Okay, do you think Djokovic will play any tournaments after the US Open, not including the Six King Slam? Well, okay, so the entry list came out for Tokyo and Beijing, and he's the only player not playing that event. He's the only player not playing those events. Now, he does have Shanghai final to defend, but he said that he doesn't care about ranking, so I would say no. He'll play Six King Slam because obviously it's... You know what? He might play Shanghai. He might go from... Because going from Six King Slam to Shanghai would probably be logistically not that far. It's not like he's going back to like America or anything. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Come here. Where the hell is he go? There's a mosquito in here, chat. Be on the lookout. There's a mosquito stealing my blood. 40 love. Where you at? Did I get it? No. I missed it. All right, 40 love. As Raducanu hits a 4-1, it's 40-15. Djokovic won't play the ATP Finals. No chance. Yeah, is he even like? I mean, it'd be crazy to be qualified playing like no tournaments. I mean, he's number 5 in the race of the finals, so it's not like he's. I mean, look, Djokovic could qualify if he does. Makes a semi-final here, for example. He might qualify. I hope he plays it, though. It sucks that last year was so disappointing because we're like, I don't know. I think, Chad, I don't know if you, I mean, look, Djokovic fans are going to be like, he can do what he wants to the GOAT. And I know, and he doesn't need to win the ATP Finals. He doesn't need to do anything, right? But I also think that, if you qualify for the ATP Finals, unless you're injured, you should play. You should play. It should be mandatory that if you don't play, unless you're injured and you actually can't play, you can't just withdraw because you don't want to play. You don't feel like it. That shouldn't be a thing. I think you should have to play it. Because I know Djokovic has won it a million times. He doesn't need to win it or anything. But it is still an honor to be in, we want to see the best players in the world play each other at the end of the year. That's what the ATP Finals is all about, right? It's about the best players playing each other at the end of the year to see who is the best of the best. Unless someone's injured and they can't get there, which if they played, it wouldn't make, they wouldn't be competitive anyway. If you're healthy and you can play it, that's what it's there for. It's for us. It's for the fans to all, we get to see all those matches, we get to see the Alcaraz. There it is. Why can't I get it? God damn it. Chat, this is like the fly episode in bloody Breaking Bad. Got it. Roll the credits. All right, 3-love. Yeah, we want to see Djokovic Alcaraz. We want to see Djokovic versus all these guys. I don't know. I know Djokovic fans are going to, it's his choice. It's, he doesn't need to do it, all that stuff. But it's also if you qualify, unless you're injured and you have a reason not to play or you can't play, No, it's all right. The bug's fine. I just shoot it outside. I got it to leave the house. That's what happened. That's what I meant by got it. 3-love Raducanu. She's got the break in the second. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Chad? What do you feel about what do you think about Djokovic? He probably will qualify. He's already got 3,500, which is around the amount of points that you need to qualify. He'll play. He loves it because he loves tennis. Yeah, but he didn't play last year, and he loved tennis last year too. So. 15-love. What do you think, Chad? Do you think Djokovic, if he qualifies, he should play? Or do you think, or would you be fine with him withdrawing? Would you be happy if he just did whatever he wanted? Backhand goes in the forehand of Svajda. Backhand from Djokovic again, the forehand of Svajda. Djokovic with the drop shot. Svajda backhand. Djokovic volleys. Oh, Svajda slipped over. But he gets back up. And then he hits a lob and it goes out. 30-love. He isn't a slave for everyone's back and call. Oh my God. See, this is what happens, Chad. We can't have a rational conversation when that is the response. So as a Djokovic fan, you don't want to see him play. That's crazy. I would have thought as a Djokovic fan in the end of his career, you would want him to play you would want to see him as much as possible because you never know what his last match is going to be. As a tennis fan, I want to see more of him because, we know he's going to retire eventually. And the more we see of him, the better. If he's healthy, right? All right, 30-15. Also, I'm only asking him to play 3 matches at the end of the year. I'm not asking him to play a full season and every 1,000 event and all the Grand Slams and Davis Cup. It's only one event at the very end of the year. I don't think I'm asking that much. He'll play because it will be his last appearance. Oh, okay, that's a hot take. 30-all. Djokovic is already the GOAT. Okay. So we're not going to talk like adults. 30-all. Sorry I asked. 30-40. Raducanu trying to get the double break here. $30-40. Serving to the backhand of Raducanu. Great return, Raducanu. Jeez, Raducanu is playing solid. I can't wait until she plays Raducanu. God, I hope Raducanu wins. Avoiding unnecessary injuries. Yeah, okay. As a Djokovic fan, I'm fine with what he decides. Okay. All right. For love. So I'm the only person that thinks he has to play. I'm the only one that wants to watch him play. All right. Cool. Chad, I'm going to compare him. I have to. Federer and Nadal played when they qualified, unless they're injured. And I'm not saying that they're better than him, and I'm not saying that they're the GOAT and he's not. He is the GOAT. But they played when they qualified, if they were healthy. And I would want to see the best player of all time do the same. I just want to watch him play. I want to see him play Sinner. I want to see him play Alcaraz. I want to see him play Zverev again. I want him to play the best of the best because he is one of the best still. If he was like 10 or 11 in the world, we wouldn't even be talking. But he's still in the top 10. He's still going to qualify. I want to see those matchups. Even because that might be the last time. There's no guarantee that he plays Alcaraz again. There's no guarantee that he plays Sinner again. But the best damn chance is if he qualifies for the ATP Finals, he's going to play one of them in the group stage. And I want to see Djokovic versus Alcaraz. I want to see Djokovic versus Sinner as many times as possible because when he's gone, he's gone. And we're not going to see him play them ever again unless they play some exhibitions. I want to see those matches while we can because there's no guarantee that we see them in the future. I know Djokovic fans are going to go, but no, Cam, he's going to make the final of the Australian Open and play Sinner next year. Don't worry about it. Okay, you know that for sure because you're from the future? There's no guarantee that's going to happen. Right? There's no guarantee we see him play Alcaraz ever again. Right? He's played Alcaraz once this year. At the start of the year. Right? But we guarantee a Djokovic versus Sinner or Alcaraz in the ATP Finals. We guarantee that. Unless one of them's injured. What about Djokovic Draper? Exactly. You're saying that you don't want him to, you want to sit, he can just do what you want him to do what he wants? Come on, be a little selfish. You can say, you're allowed to say, I don't agree with his decision. You're allowed to disagree with your favorite player's decisions. You're allowed to. Don't be shy. It's okay to go, oh man, I kind of want him to play though. And I really want to see him. Like, because when he retires, he's not coming back. He doesn't care though? You don't think he cares about these kids beating him? Come on. You think deep down he's like, oh yeah, I don't care about losing the semifinals to Sinner twice this year. No worries. I'm sure, yeah, okay. If he doesn't care, then why does he play at all then? If he doesn't care about those losing to those guys. There's competitiveness in him. He doesn't want to lose to those guys. Yeah, okay, in 1,000 level, okay, he doesn't care. That's fine. But the ATP Finals, come on. You know what though? He probably won't play Shanghai because he doesn't want to qualify. He'd rather be finished number 9 and say, well, I didn't qualify, I don't have to play. You know. But if he does well at slams, he's going to qualify. That's just he's just getting too many points. He needs to back off. He shouldn't have made the Miami final. That screwed him, you know. Making 4 semis at slams is going to get you in the top 8 at the end of the year. You know. I love 15. By the way, Raducanu was up 5-love. Sorry that I've gone on a tangent. I'm sorry. This match is going way too quick. Anyways, love 15. Jen serves. A fault, second serve. All right, second serve. Into the backhand of Raducanu. Return goes long, 15-all. 15-all. Also Djokovic, 15-all as well. By the way, we will get to see him play an exhibition against those guys. So, I mean, if you like, again, maybe the ATP Finals just needs to have more prize money because he's going to play the Six King Slam, and that's not, I mean, that's an exhibition. He's risking his health for an exhibition, so Why does he do that? Is it because it's the prize money? Is it because he signed a contract he has to play that tournament all the time? I don't know. But basically, Six Kings Slam is going to be a preview to the ATP Finals. So, all right, 30-15. As Jen serves again. Jen hasn't been playing badly. Oh, no, Jen's been playing well. Raducanu has just been very high level. As Jen hits a forehand winner down the line, 40-15. Yeah, this scoreline is a shame because at the start of the match, we were talking about how good Jen's been. And she obviously had a great first round, and I know the Raducanu haters are going to be like, but Cam, she's a qualifier. She's obviously, Raducanu's, game is obviously not that good or something. I don't know. They'll say something. But Jen's been playing well. Raducanu has just been playing better. As Jen gets on the board, 5-1. And I'm still excited to watch Jen in the future. She's got game. Also, 15-30, Svajda about to break. Slice from Djokovic in the forehand of Svajda. Backhand of Djokovic goes long. 15-40. 15-40. Pecci is no longer with Raducanu. All right, Raducanu serving for the match. 5-1 in the second, and to possibly take on Raducanu in a couple of days. If that's not on Louis Armstrong, at least that should be an Arthur Ashe center court, to be honest, in the daytime. But what would I know? Thanks, Deb. All right, love 15. Jen wins the first point. Djokovic, by the way, at 15-40. Back in there, Djokovic down the line. Svajda on the stretch puts up a lob. Djokovic with a bounce smash. He puts it away. 30-40. As with a forehand now from Raducanu. Down the line's a winner. 15-all. Raducanu's game right now. I mean, if she beats Raducanu in straight sets, what are they going to say? Huh? What are they going to say, chat? What are they going to say now? What are they going to figure? Oh, but Raducanu's not even that good. She's only like won one slam. What are they going to say, chat? Huh? If Raducanu goes on and wrecks Raducanu, what are they going to say? Anyways, Raducanu serves. We'll wait. Hopefully we get that match. We're not there yet. Jen puts it wide. 30-15, and Djokovic survived. By the way, Djokovic played 5 games, 25 minutes. Classic. All right. Djokovic forehand down the line. Svajda gets back with a slice. Djokovic backhand of Svajda. I nearly said Snyder. She lost already. Slice goes down the line from Djokovic into the forehand of Svajda. Forehand from Djokovic on the stretch. Svajda down the line. It's Djokovic backhand cross. Svajda gets it. Djokovic backhand again. Down the line, Svajda on the stretch with a forehand. That's a great shot, but it goes along just. And it's advantage Djokovic. Raducanu at 30-all here. All right, 30-all. Jen dresses like Barty as well. Yeah, the similarities are ridiculous. Cam, quick prediction. How many titles will Djokovic end up on if he currently on 100? I mean, he doesn't play enough tournaments to win titles, so probably not many more, to be honest. If he's only going to play slams, then he's not going to win more than 101. I mean, anyways, match point Raducanu, 40-30. Raducanu match point. She serves out wide. Jen returns. That's in the net. Raducanu wins. Solid win. I'm being impressed by Jen, though. Even though that result was one-sided on the scoreboard, she showed some tennis, Jen. Definitely a player we're going to keep an eye on in the future. Mainly because of the Barty comparison. Like, she looks... If you like Barty, you'll like Jen. 100%. 100%. I'm a fan. And she played some good points today. Like, I know 2-1, I mean, Raducanu's level is right now maybe as high as it's been. But I'm excited to see how Jen goes. Hopefully Jen can get in the top 100 so we can watch her a lot more. Very, very fun player to watch. She has got game for sure. Now, Djokovic advantage, by the way. As a return goes net from Svajda, and Djokovic holds. 3-all. Now, we do have Eala coming up in about an hour, so this has actually worked out really well. It means that we don't have to, juggle too much. I made the mistake again of not eating before stream. That was bad. By the way, no Danishes yesterday. I was too late. No Danishes yesterday. I got there too late. I know, it's sad. Hopefully tomorrow or the next day. All right, we're going to merge the streams while we have a second. So if you want to keep watching Djokovic versus Svajda, jump on over here. But Raducanu's into the third round, and she looks solid. And she might play Raducanu. We're going to wait till Raducanu plays later. We'll see if she can, how she does. But Raducanu right now is the best match we could have. If you're a Raducanu fan, it's a great test. It's not Sabalenka, and she's almost beaten her before. But Raducanu is a great test for Raducanu. We're going to find out a lot if she does get to play her in the third round. And there's a chance Raducanu can win that match. There's a definite chance she can win that match. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. We're going to see that hopefully in a couple of days. But Raducanu wins 6-2, 6-1 and beats Jen in straight sets. Jump on over. We're going to keep watching Djokovic. All right. BA chat. I like that was good. Like, again, I know it sounds silly to say, that was good from Jen, but it was. She played well. Raducanu just played a hell of a lot better. Like, Raducanu, and I know I'm not going to convince the people that don't like Raducanu, but I mean, Raducanu is just playing ridiculously well right now. She has been on fire. And had she have beaten Sabalenka, or in one of those matches she's played against her, maybe things would have changed. All right, 30 love, Svajda. We do have Eala taking on Bucher coming up in about 45 minutes as well. So get ready for that as well. All right, 40 love. Also, we do have a lot of other matches going on that I've been ignoring. Navarro is up to setting a break against McNally. Azarenka won the first set against Pavlyuchenkova. Echeverry is beating Lehechka. So that's interesting. All right, Svajda holds 4-3. I'm glad we get to watch Svajda. He's a beast. All right. Well, we'll watch. We'll see what's up. Roy's doing very well. Yeah. I mean, it might just be like the extra... Like, Petchy did a great job with Raducanu getting her confidence. But then this might just take Raducanu to the next level of confidence, which would be crazy. Are the US Open courts faster than usual this year? I'm not sure what the court speed is. I'm not sure. But yeah, so back to the question. Can Djokovic win more than 100 titles? Again, the problem will be he doesn't play enough. So, like, if he only plays the big tournaments where Sinner and Alcaraz are going to be, he might get I think he's still going to win another slam. I think he's going to win 25. But is he going to win like 110 titles? No, because he doesn't play enough. And he doesn't win everything he plays like he used to, right? It used to be, 3 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Hey, Craig Tyler's in the house. Djokovic used to play it and win everything, right? So if he played 10 times, he'd win 9, right? 9 titles out of 10. He had a great conversion, but he doesn't do that anymore. You know, it took him almost a year to win that 100th title after winning 99. He's won 2 titles in 2 years. You know, so is he going to beat Federer's record at 103? Can he win 4 more titles? Not if he doesn't play. You know, if he doesn't play, then no. If he plays only slams, then no, because the slams there's not enough slams. He might finish 104, but how? Like, how does he finish with 104 if he's only playing 6 tournaments a year? Like, he's not going to do it. He needs to play, 10 to 15 tournaments a year, and for like another 4 years, maybe, or 3 years. Because again, if he's only going to play the big tournaments, he's going to have to play Sinner, he's going to have to play Alcaraz. But he also does play. He's playing a 250 in Athens, right? So there's always going to be that last tournament at the end of the year where it's the one that he's trying to get to Serbia. So he's going to get that one eventually. Like, he's probably going to win that one, right? Or maybe Tsitsipas might be there. I don't know what that's going to look like, but yeah, he might win that end of year tournament, that 250 at the end of the year when he wants to play. But that's one. So he gets 101. But then next year, does he have to wait 12 months to win the next time? Does he play Geneva next year? I don't even know. I think this year he played Geneva to get the 100th title off his back. And he only won that just. If you go look at the score, Hurkacz was well and truly in that match. Djokovic squeezed through that one. I don't think he's going to play Geneva next year. I think he played it this year because he wanted to get 100 titles off his back after what happened in Miami, where he just missed out. I don't think he's going to be committed to Geneva every year. He will be committed to that the Serbia Open if it comes back, right? But he's going to have to play that for 4 years, win that 4 times in a row, and then he gets there. I mean, you think that he's going to win 1 Slam, 1 Masters, 2 small tournaments? I mean, does he? Not if he doesn't play. And there's no guarantee he wins a Slam. Like, we all want him, most people want him to win 25. It's a nice number. It's a quarter of a century. It's a broken record, right? But there's no guarantee that he's going to win another one. With Sinner at Wimbledon, Alcaraz at Wimbledon is making that real tough. And then you've got the Australian Open, which is now Sinner's backyard. I don't think he wins a French because of Alcaraz. And then the US Open, it's up for grabs, but we don't know. Maybe it's Sinner's house. So there's no guarantee he wins that. Then the 1000s, he doesn't play them. He plays Miami, he plays Indian Wells. If that's the only 1000s that he plays, and then he plays the clay ones maybe. But again, Alcaraz dominates the clay right now. And then when we get Sinner back in Miami, that might be his house, right? And then Indian Wells, who knows? So that's no guarantee. If they've got a full field. Plus, if he doesn't care about 1000s, what's to say that he doesn't play? He just goes, you know what, I'm not playing them next year. And he goes, I'm only going to play Australian Open, maybe 1 clay court event before the French. Maybe he plays Rome, French Open, Wimbledon, US Open, and then Serbia. He might just do that. But he's not going to win all of those. 40-15. As we're back in from Djokovic down the line, is a winner, 4-all. I just think it's, especially because considering that the last 2 seasons, last year he played a pretty full calendar up until now. He played the Olympics, he played, he didn't play the tournaments before the US Open, but he did play the Olympics, he did play the, the clay court swing. He played Indian Wells. So, and he only won 1 title, and that was the Olympics. I don't know. Also, does he want to beat Federer's record? I don't know if that's in his. Does he care too much? I mean, he's won 100. Is beating Federer really that burnt into his brain? I mean, it's burnt into your brain. I know that, but does he care? It's just 25 slams. Yeah. We want him to win 25. You want him to win 25. But does he want to win 25? I mean, yeah, maybe. It'd be nice, but I don't think he needs to win 25. He definitely doesn't need to prove anything. But, like, if he wins 24 and retires, is that will he lose sleep? Probably not. Does he need to break the Wimbledon record to feel good? Probably not. Probably wants to win another Davis Cup. That's probably what he wants. If another slam would be nice, but I think the real thing that he wants is Davis Cup. Good pickup by Svajda, but Djokovic puts it away. Good rally, 15-30. I think Djokovic wants to win Davis Cup with Serbia one more time. That's what I think his true motivation. Why Davis Cup? One, because, next topic, please. Dude, we're watching Djokovic. What do you want to talk about? Somebody else? By the way, that double bounce, I don't know why the umpire didn't call that. Even Djokovic was like, what the hell, man? We're talking about Djokovic. We're watching Djokovic. You should come to the next match and we'll talk about someone else. But yeah, I think he wants to win Davis Cup because he wants to help Serbian tennis. Because there's no, like, on the men's side, he's the only Serbian player that's doing well. Kecmanovic, Medvedovic, they're not there yet. They're not going to be Djokovic, but they're not even sort of like consistent top 30, right? So I think Djokovic would probably want to win Davis Cup to give them confidence and be around them to show them, hey, this is what I do. You need to also do this, and they will learn from him. He could teach them. Will he play United Cup? He might play United Cup because Danilovic, he played doubles with Danilovic at this year's US Open, right? In the mixed. So he might play United Cup because she might play United Cup. And she's, they didn't win this, they obviously lost the US Open mixed doubles, but I don't know. I found that interesting that he played but alongside her. So he might play United Cup with her. Maybe. Yeah, Djokovic won the gold medal last year in the Olympics. Svajda hits a smash winner, 5-4. No, he's not going to play Laver Cup because Laver Cup is already been locked in. By the way, chat, we didn't even talk about Laver Cup, which I told you that we're not going to get any Aussies playing because of the Davis Cup, but the team has been set. Fritz, Shelton, Paul, Tiafoe, Cerundolo, Fonseca versus Alcaraz, Zverev, Rune, Menchik, and Kaboli. So Menchik's coming in. That's fun. Cerundolo is the only one, but Fran's been there for a while, but he's the only one that I'm like, he hasn't been playing well. And I don't know who I would replace him with because De Minaur and the Aussies they're not available. But he has been there and he's got the experience of this tournament. So give Fran he'll play one singles and that'll be it. But give Fran a chance, I guess. He hasn't been playing well, but I would have maybe looked at someone like a Jarry. He might have been interesting to chuck in there. But pretty even teams. 2 top 10 players in both teams. And then a couple of players just outside the top 10. There's only one player from each team outside the top 20. So it's actually pretty even. Like, maybe not match to match as even, but it's a pretty even team. Kaboli is higher ranked than Fonseca, but Fonseca, he'll get there. Tiafoe, Team Europe still are definitely the favourites because you got Alcaraz, and Zverev, and then on the men's on the Team World you got Fritz and Shelton, and Fritz can't beat Alcaraz yet, and Alcaraz, I don't know if Alcaraz is going to lose to Shelton. I tell you what, Zverev versus Fritz though, we're probably going to get that match. Rune versus Shelton could be fun too. So yeah, Laver Cup's going to be fire. We're going to watch it. Love Laver Cup. All right, Djokovic serving to stay in the set. There's Djokovic double faults. Love 15. Love 15. Our Laver Cup is on the 19th of September. So about 2 weeks after the US Open. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. The only title he won does not have is Olympic silver medal. What, Djokovic? He's going to go play the LA Olympics just to win the second place, to lose in the final. Is that what you're saying? Come on now. It would have been kind of poetic had he have not won the Olympics last year, won the silver, and then went to LA as like a 40-year-old and won the gold. That would have been a very interesting progression. But obviously, Djokovic fans are going to say, "Shut up! Give us the gold. We don't want silver." And he's not going to make. I mean, he might make the final in LA and lose to Sinner, let's say, and complete the set of colors. But it kind of would have been an epic fairy tale had he have lost the Olympics to Alcaraz and then gone and beat Sinner in the final of LA and won the gold that way. It was like a against all odds. That would have been kind of wild. And it was love 30. As a backhand from Djokovic into the backhand of Svajda. Svajda in that, 15-30. Navarro 1-2-1. Nice. That's a huge win for her. As we get a fault from Djokovic, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes net by Svajda, 30-0. All. We've got Eala coming up in 30 minutes, by the way. Busy day. Laver Cup doesn't give points in exhibition. Yeah, but it's also really fun. As that goes wide by Svajda and it's 40-30. Davis Cup doesn't give points either. Is that exhibition? Maybe. Maybe it is. I feel like the last 2 years, Laver Cup is turning more into... I think people are starting to come around to think that it's making it feel more like a Davis Cup. I know it's not technically Davis Cup, but I think people are starting to feel like it's a bigger deal than maybe it was 3 years ago, 5 years ago. 5 years ago, it was just like a fun, like random thing. But now I think especially last year, I feel like last year with Alcaraz playing, it kind of really, and I know this because I watched it. It did feel like when the GOATs would play, it was just kind of like a fun, like, hey, Federer and Nadal played doubles. That was fun. Hey, Djokovic is playing. That's great. But when Alcaraz joined last year, that felt serious. Like last year felt real. I think last year kind of, because if Alcaraz is taking it serious and he doesn't need to play because it's not, he's starting his career, he doesn't need to play these events. I think him playing legitimizes the tournament a lot more. When the GOATs were playing, again, like I said, it felt like it was just a fun, like, hey, we get to see Nadal. Like, that's a really fun doubles combo. But also, the GOATs were sort of at the end of their careers. Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer, Murray, yay, that was fun. Federer's retirement party, yay. But then when Alcaraz played last year, it was like, oh, wait, so, like, the new guys are taking this serious? Oh, okay, maybe we should take it serious. Because the tournament's only going to be as serious as the players take it, right? And if Alcaraz took it, like he walked in there and he was like, he carried that team last year. And the fact he's playing again this year is a huge boost and a huge legitimizes the tournament. Him playing again, I didn't think he'd play. I thought he'd be one and done. I thought he'd come in, win it, and go, good, I did that, bye. But like to go to San Francisco, Alcaraz, to play that tournament when he doesn't need to is huge. Like that turns the Laver Cup into something like, it makes it a lot more legitimate. Volley goes wide from Djokovic, 40 love. And then I think I wouldn't be shocked if next year Sinner puts his hand up and goes, hey, I'll play. And if Sinner starts to play, you go, oh, wait a second. So now Sinner, because Sinner doesn't do these. Yeah, okay, he plays the 6 King Slam. But Sinner doesn't usually muck around with his schedule. He doesn't go play events if he doesn't think they're worth playing. Sinner doesn't muck around and just play whatever the hell is going on next week. He's very particular. So if they can get Sinner next year, I mean, that turns Laver Cup into something even more serious. All right, 40-15. Svajda gets to 6-5. 7 to the forehand Djokovic. Return goes to the back of Svajda. Djokovic backhand. Down the line of the net. And Svajda 6-5. Svajda with the lead. No break to serve here. I want to see Carlos Sinner doubles. Well, I mean, but see, the problem with that though is that I feel like if that happens, it would feel a little bit of a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like it's one thing to have like, Alcaraz playing and, and locking in and then Sinner, but like having like a Sincaraz doubles just kind of feels a little too, it kind of feels like Nadal doubles, right? It's like, oh, it's fun, but it's also like, are we just kind of, what is this? Whereas and I mean, I wouldn't say no to watching that, obviously. But Sincaraz would just be a novelty, I think. But, oh, that's fun. Yay. Like, it wouldn't be... Whereas Alcaraz playing doubles with, playing doubles to team up and win the match, that's different than just being like, oh, this is a fun, like, the best two players on the planet are playing together. Yay. Like, like, I don't know. Sincaraz as a combo, I wouldn't say no to it, but I don't think it... I mean, it doesn't like. They're also so they're going to kick ass. Like it'd be so boring to watch. Who's going to play them? Who are you going to get against that team? Who does Sincaraz play against to make it interesting? Like maybe Shelton and Fritz. Maybe I mean. Like that's such a powerful team. Who the hell do you put against them? How do you make a good match out of that? Maybe Shelton definitely has to be in there. Shelton and Fritz, Shelton and Paul, Shelton and Demonor, Shelton and Tiafo. I don't know who's a good combo to play Sincaraz. Ben and Runa? No, because remember Runa's on the other team. You got to have. No. We're talking about Laver Cup. So it's Team World. You can't pick Zverev. All right, double fault. Djokovic, love 15. I love 15. All right, serve again. As a return goes in the forehand of Djokovic. Good volley. Svajda gets it, but he missed it. 15-0. That would have been a ridiculous shot. 15-0. It's true. Carlos is mid at doubles. Oh. I mean, he hasn't played much doubles, but yeah. So I mean. We've got to give him a chance. 15-0. As the return goes back into Djokovic. Svajda backhand again to the forehand of Djokovic. Svajda forehand again to the forehand of Djokovic. Down the line is good. Svajda with a slice. Djokovic forehand again. Svajda gets it with a backhand. Djokovic down the line. Svajda puts up a lob. Djokovic smash. That's a good put away. That was a tough smash in the sun. 30-15. Chat, do you like? I don't know what it is, but I love Laver Cup. Actually, I do know what it is. But do you like Laver Cup? Chat, do you watch? Like, I get so excited about like the matchups, the teams. Like, I'm so in, and they don't even pay me. They should. They don't even pay me. You know, it's genuine excitement for it. 30-15. I love it. Not just because we get to see like interesting team ups. I love the matches. I love the players that like they take it serious too. I feel like it was fun, and now it's like it's turned into something else. It used to be just like, oh, this is fun, yay! Remember when we got this? But now it's like, oh, okay, who's gonna play? It was fun, but I feel like now it's competitive. 40-15. Return goes wide. Djokovic in a tiebreak. All right, 6-0. Who you got, chat? I hope they go to Asia in a couple of years, or go to Rio. Go to Rio. Laver Cup Rio. 2027. Let's go. Fonseca. Let's go. All right. I'm going to go Djokovic winning the set, even though for some reason it's just been a very... Like, we've been talking about other things, but I've also been noticing it's been a good from Svajda, but Djokovic is just kind of just walking through the set, not really doing much. All right, Svajda with an ace, 1-love. Maybe North Korea could do the Laver Cup. Good one. As Djokovic serves. As the return goes in the net of Svajda, 1-1. It's 2025. We're still making North Korea jokes in 2025? It's crazy. That's still funny? I don't know. 1-0. It was a bit of let. I feel like that was like 2015. Didn't they do a movie about that in like 2015? All right, 1-1. And Djokovic serves. Fault. 2013. Okay, it's shit. All right. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Svajda. Back into Djokovic. Is long. 2-1 Svajda. All right. God, Djokovic just looks... I wouldn't say tired. He just looks kind of like flat. Two 2-1. He just kind of looks like he doesn't want to be there. First serve is a fault, second serve. Serve into the back of Djokovic. Return into the forehand of Svajda. Djokovic forehand into the forehand of Svajda. To the forehand of Djokovic. Svajda goes down the line. Djokovic backhand. Into the backhand of Svajda. Djokovic with a forehand again to the back of Svajda. Into the backhand of Djokovic on the stretch. Svajda down the line. In the net. 2-2. 2-2. You know the word I want to use? Unmotivated. That's what Djokovic looks like. Yeah, okay, he looks a little bit like he's struggling with the heat a little bit, but again, I think the overall... I feel, and somebody said he's looked like this all year. It just feels like Djokovic looks unmotivated. Like he doesn't have... What's he working towards? Like he doesn't have a goal? I don't know. Like, yeah, okay, 25 slams, right? But does he really want, like, is he, it doesn't look like he's playing like he really wants 25. It's like, it'd be nice to have. It's weird. But again, he doesn't need to do anything. That's the thing, though. When you achieve all your goals, what the hell are you going to do? You've done everything you ever needed to. What are you going to do next? What's next? His daughter's birthday is over this time too, so, I don't think it's an old age thing. I don't think it's a father time thing. I don't think it's because he's 38 or whatever. I don't think it's that. I just think he's accomplished everything. And look, Svajda is playing inspired, for sure. But Norway doesn't look like he has that hunger. And maybe he's just playing like this because he knows he doesn't have to play like he will when he plays the other guys. But I don't remember the last time I saw Djokovic yell and fire up. Even when he played Sinner in Wimbledon or the French Open, I don't remember. Maybe when he played Zverev in the French, he was a little more fired up. But I don't remember the last time I saw Djokovic yell, throw fists. 4-3 Djokovic. He has completed tennis, exactly. Then what's next? What does he have to do? He might still win this match, though. I mean, he's still better than everybody else, most players anyway, without having to play his best and not have to look his best. But yeah, it's frustrating because I want to see him play angry. But again, maybe he doesn't want to because what's the point? Yeah. All right, 4-0. As the return goes to the backhand of Svajda. Slice from Djokovic. Again, the backhand of Svajda. Djokovic backhand again. The backhand of Svajda. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Svajda forehand. Into that Djokovic backhand. Svajda down the line. Djokovic with the forehand of the stretch. Svajda again to the forehand of Djokovic. Into the forehand of Svajda. And Djokovic forehand again. Goes down the line. Svajda with the backhand. Djokovic picking up the pace. Svajda with the forehand of the stretch goes down the line. Djokovic there with the backhand crossed. Into the backhand of Svajda. Djokovic with a forehand again to the backhand of Svajda. Into the slice of Djokovic. Svajda with a forehand. Into that Djokovic forehand. Svajda backhand cross court. Djokovic gets on the stretch. Goes wide. And nearly fell over. He did that thing where he leans back on the shot and nearly collapses. Svajda out rallying Djokovic. That was a 25-shot rally. 27, I was close. 5-4 Svajda. Djokovic serves. All right, Djokovic to serve. He's going to get a time violation here. He's taking a little bit too long. No, umpire said nothing good. Good. That would have been terrible timing. Anyways, 4-4 rally. Djokovic hits it long. Svajda's got set point. 6-4. 6-4 Svajda to take the first set. And the Djokovic camp trying to keep him motivated. I tell you, chat, Djokovic hasn't looked the same since Goran left. He hasn't. 6-4. Return goes out. That's one saved. All right, Svajda's going to serve. He's got a set point on his serve. 6-5. Goran left at March last year? I think March last year. Even when he had Murray. I mean, when he had Murray, there was a little bit of a bit of, at the start of the year, I remember that. Anyway, serve. There's a fault, second serve. When Murray jumped on, there was a little bit more fire at the start of the year with Murray in the box, but not really. Not as much as with Goran and other coaches. Anyways, backhand to backhand rally. Djokovic forehand. Into the forehand of Svajda. There's Djokovic to the backhand of Svajda. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Svajda backhand again as Djokovic. Forehand goes in the forehand of Svajda. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Svajda playing safe. And he's not going to win the point if he plays safe. Djokovic forehand again, the forehand of Svajda. As Djokovic backhand cross court. Svajda gets it and hits it down the line. That's a better shot. He wins the first set. I told you, Chetty was playing safe, and then Svajda must have heard me, and he hits a backhand down the line. His guys are going nuts. And Djokovic, after an hour, is down a set. Svajda took that tiebreak. He was just like doing this fight, like, and then he went, nah, I'm going for it. Good for him. And he takes the first set against Novak Djokovic. Now now he has to get fired up, Nole. He's got to fight. He's in a battle. He's got to show that spirit. All right. Man, Nole. 14 errors as well from Djokovic. Youch. All right, what's going on? We've got a doubleheader going on. Djokovic is down a set. Eala's taking on Bucher in a minute, about 10, 15 minutes. So we've got her going on after her incredible first round victory against Towson. So, yeah. But Djokovic in trouble. This is huge. Djokovic should recover. Yeah. Yeah. But good for Svajda. I mean, like I said, during that rally, he was playing safe. And then he went, the only way you're going to beat Djokovic, because we saw him that tiebreak, Nole's just trying to rally. He's not trying to go for winners. He's just trying to outlast Svajda because he knows that, hey, I'm the greatest brick wall of all time. You're going to have to hit the ball through me if you're going to win the point. And Svajda went for it. So respect for him. He deserved that set. He went for it. But now he's got to win 2 more, and that's where things are going to get tough. I'm sure Djokovic is going to. I'm sure Djokovic is not going to be happy about that set, and I'm sure that Djokovic is going to lift in the second. All right, but yeah, Eala Bucher. They played 3 years ago. It was a close 3-setter in the challenges. Eala got the win. So she's got that slight bit of confidence. But also, Eala just beat Towson. Bucher is lower ranked than Eala. So you would think that Eala would be well, she's definitely the favorite, but she would be happy with all of those things. All right. Here comes Djokovic losing early rounds. It's downfall like Nadal last games. Yeah, but Rafa was injured. Like, Rafa was... I don't think Djokovic's going to lose this. Djokovic is going to come back and win in 4. But there's no way Norway's going to lose this match. But the difference with Djokovic and Nadal is that Nadal, you could tell that he was not the same. Like, he couldn't run the same. He couldn't move. Djokovic, yeah, he's not as quick and looking as sharp as he used to, but it's not, I don't think we can compare them. It was different. Nadal, if you looked at Nadal, you could tell that, he can't run as much. He can't do the things that he used to. Djokovic still does lots of things that he used to do. It's just that he doesn't seem to have that fire. Whereas Nadal never lost the fire. He just lost the ability to do the shots. 30 love. Again, Djokovic is not losing this match, though. He's going to come back, probably win the set 6-2, and then put the pressure all back on Svajda to try. Like, we're going to be in a third set in about 20 minutes. This is what happens. Svajda won the first set in an hour, and then Djokovic is like, all right, that was cute, and then wins the second in 20 minutes, and then we go to the third, and it was like never happened, yeah? 40 love. Though we've seen this before, chat. We know how we've seen this story. 40 love. As a return, into the back of Djokovic. Djokovic in the net, 40-15. Yeah, we're not watching Fonseca just because I can't watch 3 matches. So we've got 2 matches at the same time, so we can't do it. But we'll keep an eye on Fonseca. He's playing Mahatch. Should be fun. Azarenka won, by the way. All right, Djokovic holds 1 love. So the person that said 6 love in the next 2 sets is wrong, and you need to respect the greatest player of all time. Okay. 1 love Nole. If Fonseca, I'll tell you what we'll do. If Djokovic and Eala's matches both end before Fonseca ends, and Fonseca gets to like a 4th set or something, and it's 5th set, we'll maybe watch that. We'll watch it if it goes the distance, if things work out. Like we might jump. No triple header. Yeah, no triple headers are shit. I already don't like doing double headers, but we have to do what we have to do. Because chat, I know from doing them, the more matches we watched, the less we watch. Like quantity over quality is not a thing. You know, the more that we watch, the more quantity, the worse the quality of the streams. Because I find myself not talking about the important things. We're looking around. I'm looking at 7 screens. It's not good. We did it once, and it was like, okay, but like, I don't like doing it. 15-0, especially when Djokovic, like if Djokovic was winning easily, maybe we would chuck Fonseca on as well. But Djokovic is in a battle. Eala's got to play against Bucher. That's gonna be interesting. So Fonseca's match, unfortunately, gets the chop, but we'll keep an eye on it. You know, 30-15. 30-15. As Svajda comes in with a volley winner, 40-15. Interesting stat. Djokovic hasn't lost the first set of a match since has not lost a tennis match when he wins the first set since 2023 final of Wimbledon. Really? That is a good stat. Anyways, Djokovic slice goes wide. It's 1-0. Nice, thank you, Pura. Appreciate it. Djokovic has no chance in this match. Come on, you don't even believe that. That's dude, that is a wish and a prayer and a letter to Santa. I mean, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Anyways, 1-0. Rage baiting, that was just a laugh. That was a joke, right? I mean, if you're rage baiting, it didn't work. It was that was the worst rage bait of all. That was just funny. Come on now. 15 love. As he serves an ace out wide, Nole, 30 love. By the way, Eala and Bucher coming on in about 10 minutes. Djokovic serves out wide. Svajda gets it back. Djokovic volley. Svajda with a pass. Too good. Nole just couldn't get the first volley away. 30-15. 30-15. Nole fan here. Cam, your confidence in Djokovic's comeback scares me. All right, well, I'll tell you why I'm so confident, right? I mean, look, how are you a Djokovic fan and not confident? That's crazy. What do you mean? Unless you're looking at something that I am completely blind to. Yeah, okay, he looks a little tired. He's old or whatever. Like, I mean, what do you like? We hear, every match we hear those things. Man, Djokovic looks tired today. He looks tired every day. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's not tired. Maybe that's just, you know, when you get older, you don't look the same. You know, maybe he just looks like that now. So at Grand Slam level, he's 402 wins and 54 losses, right? His worst loss at a Grand Slam in the history of his life was against Dennis Istomin, 117 in the world. And I'm talking every match that he's ever played at a Grand Slam. Every match. Including qualifying when he was 16, right? His worst loss was 117 in the world guy. You're telling me that we're watching Djokovic's worst ever loss right now. Are you saying that this guy is going to beat Djokovic and become the lowest ranked player that Djokovic has ever lost to at a Grand Slam in the history of his career? You think that Djokovic is going to lose? Today is the day when Nole loses and this becomes the worst loss of his Grand Slam career by ranking. Are we watching that right now? Is that what you're saying? So why am I so confident? Because he doesn't lose these matches. He's lost to one guy outside the top 100 at a Grand Slam. One! And that includes when he was outside the top 100. When he was 128 in the world in qualies, he was still beating the 128 in the world, or 29 in the world, right? One guy, and that was a 5-set at the Australian Open, 5-set epic, Isterman, wild times. One guy. You're saying that we're watching the second guy to do that right now? In fact, the lowest ranked guy to do that right now? Of course I'm confident. Come on. Djokovic ain't losing this match. Because he doesn't lose these matches. Ever. Except that one time once. Svajda currently is ranked 153. You think he's really... Come on. This is a Grand Slam. He ain't doing that. Yes, he's lost matches like this in 1000s. Yes, he's lost matches like this in other tournaments. But this is a Grand Slam. Djokovic doesn't lose best of 5-set matches to guys outside the top 100. Plus, yes, Djokovic in 2017 had an elbow injury. So you could say that Isterman got Djokovic at a good time when Djokovic's elbow was not his not as good as it was, right? He had to get surgery at the end of that year. You're saying that we're watching, and so now, like, this would be even crazier if Djokovic was to lose, because except that he's 38, or he's older than he was. You're saying that we're watching Djokovic's worst Grand Slam defeat here right now? No, of course not. Come on now. Don't be silly. Lob goes up from Svajda, it goes wide. Djokovic is love 15. Come on now. Come on. Cam is never wrong. Well, that's not true. But also, come on. You would think that I'm the head of the Djokovic fan clubs, but I just come on. It's Djokovic. He'll lose this match. Come on. Come on. Come on now. As the return goes into the forehand Svajda, backhand from Djokovic. Into the backhand Svajda. Is Djokovic backhand again to the backhand Svajda? So be confident, is what I'm saying. Be confident. This is Novak Djokovic we're talking about. This isn't just some average Joe. This is the greatest player of all time. You think today's the day that he feels like losing a match to the lowest ranked player he's ever lost to? No, of course not. He might not be playing well, and he might not be looking motivated, but he definitely doesn't want that. He doesn't want to have this as his worst loss at a Grand Slam ever. That's for sure. All right, first serve is a fault, second serve. As we're back and return now the backhand of Svajda. Backhand out from Djokovic. Again, the backhand of Svajda, who hits a winner down the line. Svajda, nice shot. 30-all. Oh, sorry, 40-15. That's the point. Looking demotivated makes everyone look bad when they lose to him. What do you mean? All right, 40-15. Djokovic returns the forehand to Svajda. Djokovic backhand slice. Svajda forehand. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Svajda backhand. Again, the backhand of Djokovic. Drop shot's good. No, it's not. It's in the net. I lied. All right, 2-all. 2-all. By the way, Chad, I also say, if Svajda was playing ridiculous tennis, right? And, beating Djokovic, and Djokovic was trying to, it was trying things and it wasn't working, and Svajda was just, out playing Djokovic, I would maybe be a little different. But Djokovic is not being outplayed here. It was a very close first set. Svajda's been competitive and played some really good points at the right time, but Djokovic is not being outplayed. That would be different if Djokovic was getting embarrassed because the guy he was playing was just playing this, godlike tennis. Svajda's not playing unbelievable tennis. He's playing great, he's playing good tennis, very solid, but he's not playing unbeatable tennis. It's just that in the tiebreak, he played a couple of really good points. Djokovic, didn't, and he won the tiebreak. I would be different if Svajda was playing ridiculous and Djokovic couldn't get himself to that level. Djokovic just has to play a little bit better and he'll win the set. It's not that he's not that far behind Svajda in this match, right? Djokovic just needs to clean up his game and he'll get the set. He doesn't have to do too much. 15 love. Djokovic serves on the tee. Massive second serve. And then a smash from Nole. Svajda gets it back. Djokovic smash again. Puts it away. Hey, Svajda's smart by trying to make Djokovic hit multiple smashes. He knows that can break down sometimes. Svajda needs a second set. Oh, yeah. I mean, if Svajda goes up 2 sets of love, then we can start discussing what the hell's going on. But if Djokovic wins the second set, it might as well never have happened. All right, 30 love. Good serve from Nole. 40 love. All right, Eala and Bucher about to hit the court and get things started. All right, first serve was a fault from Nole. Second serve. As the return goes into the front of Svajda. Djokovic drop shot. Then Svajda comes in with a drop shot. Djokovic is there with a backhand down the line winner. All right, 3-2. Nole takes the lead again. 3-2. All right, 3-2 Djokovic. How we doing, chat? What's up? Eala's going to win? Well, she's coming up now. I'll tell you, though, I'm more nervous for Eala in this match than I was in the first match. The first match, she was the underdog. She wasn't expected to win. She could play, and I picked her to win, right? In 3. And she won in 3, so I'm a genius. You know, I don't... It's all right, chat. You don't have to give me a medal. But, you know, if you want to. And this time around, I picked her in straights, but it's only because she should win in straights. But this is going to be a tougher match mentally for Eala. Because she's taken on somebody that she's expected to beat. And Bucher's got nothing to lose. So that's a different level of expectation and nerves, right? So let's see. Also, that shoulder. She did have strapping on the shoulder. In the first match, it didn't seem to be bothering her, but she has had a shoulder problem, Eala. And I wonder how she's going to pull up after that long match. How's her shoulder going to feel? Because it was a physical match. So I'm a little worried. I'm a little nervous for Eala. I still picked her to win because, you know, she should win. But I don't think this is going to be as easy as people maybe think. Like, I don't think this is going to be 6-2, 6-2. Bucher is not a player to be just like, you know, dismissed. By the way, Svajda just hit a great drop shot winner. 15 love. By the way, somebody just said Djokovic has announced he will not continue the US Open because of a foot injury. Bro, I don't know where you got that from. Did he say that at the change of ends? Where are you there? Like, are you the doctor? Like, what? Hello? How did you, like, that sounds like you just made that up. That sounds like a made up thing you just said. I mean, chat, can anybody verify that random ass comment? He's not limping. He didn't get a medical timeout. So I feel like you made that up. But I could be wrong. It's a first time for everything. Backhand to backhand rally. There's a bit of slice down from Djokovic to the forehand of Svajda. Djokovic back into the back of Svajda. Djokovic forehand into the back of Svajda. Who goes down the line? Man, that down the line backhand for Svajda has been money today. Djokovic puts up a lob. Svajda with a backhand volley in the net though. 15-30. Nice hustle from Nole. Svajda's down the line backhand. That's what won him that first set. 15-30. Is Court 7 smaller compared to Grandstand? I think Court 7 could either be one of those, like, it sounds like it's a small court, right? Court 7. It's not like court 1, 2, 3. It's like court 7, right? But I think court 7 could be like not like a grandstand, but it could be like the biggest court outside those. I don't know. Chat, can somebody confirm? US Open, actually, I'll just Google it because it's my job. I'll do my job. I'll do my job. I'll Google it. Somebody look it up for me because I'll do it. I got this. 15:30, by the way. Djokovic is the passing shot winner. 15:40. Here we go, chat. And you said he was going to lose. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Chat. So Arthur Ashe, 23,000. Louis Armstrong, 14,000. Grandstand, 8,000. Court 17, a.k.a. The Pit. That's a horrible name. Why would you call it The Pit? Come on. 2,000 seats. So I think it's like a tiny court. Court 7 must be like 1,000 people, maybe. So court 7 might as well be the car park, I guess. Which, again, I think is crazy they put it on the car park. Anyway, 15:40. The Pit is a horrible name for a court. I know it means like it must be in the ground, but still, The Pit. Come on now, that doesn't sound good at all. Anyway, it's 400 rally. That goes in the net from Svajda. All right, chat. Here we go. Djokovic 4-2. Come on now. Come on now. Do you know who you're talking about? Come on now. We're talking about Novak Djokovic. You know what he's done in tennis, chat? I can name all the things he's done, and it will take me 3 weeks, so I'm not going to do it. But you know what this guy has done? He's done everything. There is nothing he hasn't done. He has done everything. Name something in tennis, and I'll tell you that he's done it, right? Every single thing, every achievement. You say it, go on. Do it, chat. Go on, tell me. Has he done this? Yes. The answer is yes. Go on. Exactly. Exactly. I'm not reading anybody's questions, but exactly. You're right. He's done everything. Has he won a silver at the Olympics? He might as well have because he won the gold. Doesn't matter. He won the gold. Doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's like, oh, did he get runner-up at like another tour? No, who cares? All right. Eala's about to start. She's going to serve first against Bucher. As Eala serves a fault second serve. By the way, chat, I can confirm court 7, there are no seats left. Everyone's sitting in a chair. It is packed. And the US Open need to take notes and say, maybe we should have put her on grandstand. I don't know. Maybe we should have put her on center court. I don't know. Maybe Eala has fans and they're all there. Like, I feel bad for the people that can't watch her because they should have, like, there's more fans than there are chairs. Love 15. Like, I don't know why. Like, chat, we've been talking about this all. We said about Fonseca in Miami, and we're talking about Eala now. You got to put Eala on center court. You got to put her on at least court 2. She might not be center court. That would look a little strange for, like, maybe be a little bit strange, but you got to put her on grandstand. She sells that out easy. You put her on Louis Armstrong, grandstand minimum, Louis Armstrong as well. Maybe not on Arthur Ashe yet, unless she plays an American, but come on. I mean, look, there's people there's probably people standing on the bleachers at the back to look at, see. But come on now. 30-15. Crazy that they wouldn't put her on like a slightly bigger court. As we're backing out of the 400, Bucher. Bucher hits a winner, 30-all. Like I said, chat, Bucher ain't no joke. Why are you not watching Fonseca? Because 15:30, by the way, Svajda looking to get the break back. As the return goes in from Bucher to the back end of Eala. Eala hits wide. All right, 30-40. I can confirm Eala also has the arm. Her shoulder has got that patch on it again. Is Eala big in America now? Eala is worldwide. Like, there's Filipinos everywhere in the world. And they show up. Just like the Brazilians for Fonseca. Doesn't matter if he's in Miami or Madrid. They're going to be there. All right, Eala gets broken first game. She's a wide. 1-love. Chat, just... I don't know why the WTA and ATP and the Grand Slams don't hire me for their, like, scheduling. Chat, I would kindly accept if they reached out and just said, hey, you know what? We should get you to schedule the matches. Me? Yeah. I'd need your help though, so we'd all, I'd be like, chat, tell me the schedule. Help me with my homework. But come on now. Come on. Chat, we have our fingers on the pulse of this sport. We know what the hell's going on, where it's happening, when it's happening, who is what and where. We got this. Come on now. I will be the tournament scheduler, all right? All right, I'll take the job. It's fine. Chat, I need your help, though. All right, love 15. Eala with a lovely passing shot winner. And Djokovic holds 5-2 in the second. Chat, if he wins 6-2, you can call me a wizard. Why are they on a small court? Because they didn't ask me what they should do. They should have asked us, chat. 15-0. Bucher serves again. Serve to the forehand of Eala. Return goes in the backhand of Bucher. Eala forehand again. The backhand of Bucher. Into the Eala forehand. Bucher on the stretch with a slice. That goes in. Eala comes to the net. Bucher puts up a lob, but it's wide, and it's 15-30. Eala playing aggressive. And that's the style. I reckon there's about 250 seats in there, and that's such a shame because she could have sold out 2,000 seats. Easily. But whoever did the schedule didn't know that. And if she wins this match, Eala, they won't make that mistake twice. They will put her on the biggest court in the next round. Easily. All right, 15-30. Eala returns in the forehand of Bucher. Bucher in the net. 15-40. 15-40. All right, Djokovic, by the way, 5-2 in the second. All right, break points for Eala to get back on serve. Serve is a fault. There are 1,400 seats in court 7. Where? Hello? Where? I can count the amount of chairs. There's not 1,400. It's 140. Backhand goes into the net. There it is. Break back. 1-1. You kidding? Where are the 1,400? Where? Are you saying court 7 or court 17? Because this is court 7. Court 17 is the pit. That's bigger. This is court 7. This is tiny. This is like an outside random court. 1,400? No shot. There's no chance there's 1,400. Anyways, 1-1. Back on serve. As that goes out by Eala, and it's love 15. By the way, 15-30. Djokovic 2 points away from taking the second. All right, 15-30. Svajda serves again. 1.5 hours played. As the return goes in the forehand of Svajda. Backhand from Djokovic. Into the backhand of Svajda. Djokovic backhand again. Into the backhand of Svajda as Djokovic. Into the backhand again of Svajda. Djokovic backhand again. Down the line as Svajda gets on the stretch. Djokovic down the line. Forehand. Svajda gets there with a slice. Djokovic backhand inside out winner. 15-40. Svajda's looking a little tired. He's slowed down a lot in this second set. By the way, Chad, how long's this set gone for? Can somebody clip what I said like 20 minutes ago, please? It's not often that I get to like brag about my predictions, but I'm going to do it. I'm a wizard. 15-40. Go clip that. That was almost as good as my Krejcikova pick at Wimbledon last year. Come on now. Good serve. 30-40. Somebody rewind the stream like 25 minutes and clip that. Anyways, 30-15 Eala. She serves. Into the front of Bucher. Return goes long. 40-15. And Svajda serves the fault. Second serve. Chat, I never get it right. Come on. As the return goes in the back of Svajda. Djokovic forehand. Into the back of Svajda on the stretch. Djokovic. Forehand goes in. Svajda on the attack. It's too good. All right. Don't clip it yet. All right. Hey, wait. Don't clip it yet. Don't do it yet. wait. Deuce. Hang on. Wait. Don't. Oh, no. Damn it. Eala holds. The crowd go wild. 2-1 Eala. She leads. All right. As we got a forehand down the line at the back end of Djokovic. Svajda with a volley. Djokovic with a lob. Svajda with a smash. He puts it away. It's advantage. This close to looking like a genius. This close. Damn it. Just once. One time. Just once. Now they're all going to say it was a curse, that I cursed it, that I jinxed it. Djokovic returns back to Svajda. Back into Djokovic sliced in the net. All right. Djokovic is going to serve for the set. 5-3. Delete the clips. Delete the clip. Delete the clips. We'll delete them. It's all right. We'll edit it later. Hey, thank you, Nits, for the $20 super sticker. Appreciate that. You're amazing. Thank you. Okay. Djokovic 15 love. As Eala with the lead, 2-1. As Eala puts it in the net, 15 love. As we're serve now from Djokovic into the backhand of Svajda. Djokovic back into the forehand of Svajda. Into the backhand of Djokovic. And Svajda forehand. Djokovic gets on the stretch. Svajda comes in with a drop volley winner. No, Nole gets it. Why did I doubt Djokovic? Chat, that was my bad. 30 love. Svajda tried to hit it behind the back shot, but he missed. Nole. I mean, he's what? 30 what? He's 22. Come on. You serious? Vintage. He tried to go around the net, but he just didn't. But still, good enough. 30 love. And all serves again. He's 45. Oh, okay. Bucher hits a lovely winner, 40 love. As Nole serves again, 2 points away from taking the second. Serving the forehand to Svajda, return the forehand to Djokovic. Svajda backhand. Into the net, 40 love. Yeah, Svajda's definitely lost a little bit of a spring in his step. The first set was a long set. It was a long set and emotional because exciting, adrenaline has definitely dropped. Djokovic 3 more set points. Take the second. First serve of the fault. By the way, Bucher with a lovely lob. 2-0. As with a serve now from Djokovic. Down the tee. Too strong. Djokovic second set. Second set. Nole. All right. Hey, look, I wasn't far off, Chad. I was pretty close. I said 20 minutes, 6-2, and it was 30 minutes, 6-3. So, come on. I get half a point for that, surely. Surely I get half a point. I was close. 2-0. Eala to serve. But Djokovic takes the second. Let's see. This is where Svajda's really going to lift. Because the first set was great. And then Djokovic just put the foot down a little bit in the second. And Svajda maybe got a little nervous in the second. And now Svajda's got to start. Well, now he has to win the third, right? He has to win the third. 15 love Eala with a winner. As Bucher returns the front of Eala. Bucher can't get that one. Eala, clean. 30 love. What a shot. 30 love. Jams. Thank you, Jams, for the $2. A lot of great matches today. Yeah, today is stacked. Fonseca about to win this first set, by the way, against Mahach. So that's fun. Anyways, drop shot Eala, 40 love. Also, Lehechka's up 2-1 in a break. Rude is down a break already. Wow. Okay. And Fritz has also just started. Okay. 40 love. Serve to the backhand of Bucher. Forehand from Eala. As Bucher backhand goes long. 3-2 Eala. She looks settled now. All right. Crazy atmosphere for Fonseca. I wouldn't expect anything less. By the way, Svajda has got the trainer out, which is not good. It's never a good sign. And it's on his legs. Remember, chat. Svajda played qualies, 3 matches. He then played a first round, and then he played a long first set against the greatest player of all time. So you got to think that the guy's got to be feeling a little sore. You can't, you know, we can't be surprised that his legs are sore, right? Djokovic pushed him in that first set. And we've spoken about this before. Sometimes Djokovic doesn't always win the first set, but if he makes the first set long and loses, in the long term, it does benefit him, right? Because he takes his opponent into deep water, you know? He might not always win those sets, but we know best of 5 sets, he doesn't have to win the first set. And that, hour and 7 minutes, hour and 10 minutes, whatever it was, in the first set, that works Svajda's legs. And in the long term, it's going to work. Because Svajda doesn't have that experience physically in these sort of matches, right? And Djokovic, again, yeah, okay, he might look less energetic than his 20s, but Djokovic knows. He's like, oh, well, if we go 4 sets, I'm going to win. Like, I'm going to outlast this guy. This guy can't go 4 hours. All right, Bucher, 15 love. Eala and Bucher can definitely argue in Spanish. I mean, yeah. As we're forehand now, cross court at the backhand of Eala. Into the forehand of Bucher. Eala forehand to the backhand of Bucher. As Eala hits the backhand down the line. Bucher on the stretch. I tell you, Bucher's got some good defense, but Eala's got better offense. 15-0. All right, 15-0. All right, so 40 love Svajda. Must win set for Svajda. And he says a double fault. 40-15. All right, 15-0 here as Bucher double faults. And the crowd go, woo. 15-30. We know this crowd is excited for Eala to win any point, doesn't matter how. We saw that against Towson. She took it personal. Bucher doesn't seem to mind. 15-30. Good serve out wide, though. And Bucher gets a 30-0. No, 30-0. Bro, you look so sleepy and tired. Who, me? You sure? 30-0. As we had a fault from Bucher, second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Bucher. Into the forehand of Eala on the stretch. But Eala hits it long. 40-30. 40-30. Now, I'm going to tell you, Chad, after this, who the winners of these matches are going to play. Because that's something I haven't said yet. It's almost 4 a.m. So wait, so because it's 4 a.m., I should be tired? What are you talking about? By the way, it's 3:25, so it's not even 4 a.m. Do I look tired to you? Do I sound tired to you? Come on now. You think because it's nearly 4 a.m., I got to be like automatically? Oh, he must be tired. Have you met me? All right, Deuce. Bucher serves again. No, I'm fine. Well, I'm not fine, but I'm not tired. As Bucher serves. Into the back of Eala. Return goes back to Bucher. Eala with a slice. Into the forehand of Bucher. As Eala backhand down the line. Bucher gets it with her backhand. Into the backhand of Eala, who puts in the net. Advantage Bucher. Now, the difference between Bucher and Towson, because there's definitely a difference. They're not the same type of player. Towson is somebody who serves big, plays big, goes for shots, and Eala's the defender. In this one, Eala's the aggressor. Bucher's not someone she's more of a counterpuncher. So she is going to defend a lot more and not really give Eala much, she's going to try and not give her too many errors. And Eala's going to have to hit winners, and she hits that one wide, Eala. So that's a big difference in the matchups. Is that Bucher is a lot more of a brick wall, and she's not going to risk going for big shots like Towson did. So the chances that Eala is going to get a lot of errors off Bucher today is not as high. So she's going to have to win the points, Eala, and not just defend well like she did against Towson. Does that make sense? So it's a different style that she has to play, Eala. I wouldn't say Bucher's like Von Drusova. I wouldn't say like that defensive, because she does still go for winners, Bucher. But she's definitely more defensive than aggressive than offensive, right? So Eala's the one who's going to have to make the play. She's the one who's going to have to be aggressive. She's the one who's going to have to hit the winners, right? Bucher's going to defend. So that's pressure on Eala to try and hit those winners. So she's got to be clean. She can't be missing shots. As Bucher backhand down the middle, into the backhand of Eala, Bucher with a forehand, into the forehand of Eala, and Eala hits a winner down the line. That's beautiful. 15 love. Also 40 love here for Svajda. He's getting better in this set. Lovely shot from Eala. All right, Svajda holds 2-1. As Eala serves a fault, second serve. James.
Just for emotional support for the early crow and also for you being an Essendon supporter.
Look, mate, you're going to have to pay more than $12 to insult me. We're going to raise the price, Chad. If you're going to talk about, if you're going to make, no. You're going to bring up Essendon losing by 98 points. You got to pay more than 12. That's rude. I don't need that shit. I was having a good morning. Bring up Essendon. Damn. 30 love. As it a 4 now to the backhand of... God, that got me. Shit, Chad. I usually don't get affected by anything. That hurt me. That got me right in the... Ah! Backhand from Bucher. Into the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Bucher to the forehand of Eala. And Eala in the net. 30-15. Damn, that was a low blow. That was a low blow, James. That was a low blow. Ouch. Scott.
Every time Tom Cruise releases a Mission Impossible film the same year and time Noel wins the US Open 5th title 25 slams in 2025, see the coincidences.
Hey, Scott, thank you for the donation. That's actually a very interesting stat. Thank you. Hey, Big Wolf, thank you for the 34 months as well. Appreciate it. Okay. 30-15 as we're back and returning to the front of Eala. Drop shot's good. Bucher slipped. Couldn't get there. I made a donation about 5 minutes. How long does it take to show up usually? Well, I get to the donations when we have a chance. I don't want them to interrupt important moments. So, but thank you, James, for the $12. Appreciate it. The donations happen when we have a moment to go through them. They don't just happen all the time. So if you do donate, I'll get to it. It's not instant because if we're at like 6-all in a tiebreak and somebody donates and then it's like, hey, Cam, how's your day? And it's 6-all in a tiebreak and I'm trying to commentate, that's not good. So, that wasn't you? James C? That wasn't you. Okay, we have 2 James C's in the house. Thank you, the other James C who donated then. That wasn't you? All right, 4-3. That's a coincidence then. You're asking about donations and it wasn't you? That's wild. Hey, sure? Or do you want to be anonymous? That's fine. 4-3. That's a coincidence. All right, 30-15. Hey, thank you, Joe, for the 5. Appreciate that. By the way, don't forget to subscribe as well if you haven't already. As we're backhand now from Svajda into the front of Djokovic. Svajda with a drop shot. No, he's going to get it. And hit it just long. 30-all. Now let's get rid of this bum. Deb. We'll just keep an eye on that guy. All right. Did it actually show up on stream? Yeah, I literally just played it like 5 seconds ago. Also, James, just know in the future, never bring up Essendon, all right? How dare you? That wasn't me, but it was you. Was it you? I don't even know. Chat, who the hell was James? Who is James, chat? Reveal yourself. 30-40. Who's James? Where the hell is James? Someone find chat. Where's James? Get James. All right, 30-40. 30-40. Break point for Svajda. First has a fault from Djokovic. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault Nole. The only problem that Svajda's got is his body. Because Djokovic is not going to give out charity for 3 more sets. Svajda, his legs are going, but he's got the lead. So that's a plus. All right. Wait, what the hell? Draper withdrew? Oh, fuck. Why does he have to withdraw now? There's too much going on. Draper, hold off until later, goddammit. Why did he withdraw? Oh, thank you, Jack. You did donate. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I went through your donations and you talked about Essendon and I don't want to hear that again, please. Anyways, 15:30. God damn it. Why now? Why now? Why now? I can't make a video and watch 2 matches at the same time. God damn it. Djokovic hits it wide. But I'll try and do my best. I told you today was going to be crazy. I told you, chat, today was going to be crazy. Anyways, Eala 15:30. As Bucher on the stretch. Eala backhand into the forehand of Bucher. Eala with a forehand again to the forehand of Bucher. Into the slice of Eala. It's a drop shot. Bucher gets it. And hits it wide. I think. Yep, 15:40. All right. 15:40. Eala's got 2 break points to take the break and serve for the set. All right, 30-40. As the return goes in the back of the Bucher. Back in a forehand from Eala. Goes wide. Djokovic got a break back point, by the way, 30-40. As he returns into the forehand of Svajda. Djokovic slice. And Svajda forehand again. Into the net. Djokovic breaks back. 3-2. 3-2 Svajda, but Djokovic breaks immediately. All right, break point. Still for Eala, 30-40. Bucher to get the break and serve at the set. Serving to the back end of Eala. Return goes wide, and Bucher gets the deuce. Bucher gets to deuce. Yeah, we'll wait and see what happens with... we don't know anything about Draper. So we'll wait and hear what he says, because I'm sure he's going to bring out a statement or something. So we'll wait for that, and then we'll do stuff. Yeah, kind of random, though. Also, Draper just lost a shit ton of points. A lot of points. Went down the drain. Yeah, he lost a lot of points. He was a semi-finalist, so he loses a lot of points. But yeah, we don't know anything about why, so we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what the reason is. And by then, hopefully I can make a video. All right. He hasn't withdrawn. Well, the US Open just said he did. Unless it's a fake account. Or a typo. All right, 4-4. As that goes in the backhand of Eala in the net. Bucher held, by the way. I'm not enjoying tennis talk anymore. I'm sorry that I'm not dancing or singing loud enough. I mean, what do you want from me? All right, Love 15. Yeah, it was from the US Open Twitter account. So if it's from them, it's got to be legit. I'm not enjoying that comment. Deja. Classic. All right, Love 15. Is it a 4-1 on the stretch? The backhand of Bucher. Bucher too strong. Love 30. Love 30. Love 30. It was his arm? Yeah, he did have an arm issue. He's been struggling with that lately. All right, Love 30. Eala serves again. Eala serves a fault second serve. Fonseca lost the first set tiebreak. Chat, what happened? Backhand goes. It was so everything was good, and then James donated and made fun of my team. Ah, 15th. I'm not saying it's James's fault. Anyways, 15-30. James, it wasn't your fault. I was just kidding. I picked Djokovic to win 6-2. If he won 6-2, then maybe everything would have been fine. Fonseca's losing. Eala's in trouble. Draper pulls out. Djokovic is doing whatever the hell he's doing. I don't know. 15-30. Chat, the house is on fire. I don't know what's going on. Chat, everything's going on. I don't know what's going on, chat. Anyways, 4-0 from Eala. That's a winner. 30-0. Okay. Everything's falling apart. It's fire in the rain. You know it's bad. Oh God. All right, 30-0. Oh, chat. What's happening? What next, chat? What's next? What are you going to do next? What's going to go on next? Fritz is broken in the first set. Oh, God. All right, today's the day, is it? Is it? Okay. It's one of them days, is it? Next, you're going to tell me my bakery closed down. Oh, God. Anyways, good return from Bucher into the forehand of Eala. Bucher forehand. Into the backhand of Eala. As Bucher forehand on the stretch. Eala on the attack. Goes down the line. Bucher with a pass. Eala with a volley. Too good. Good work from Eala. 40-30. All right, Djokovic love 15. Didn't Fonseca have a set point as well? Rude is also losing. Oh, no. All right, love 30. Djokovic. And Eala to go to 5-4. Serve to the forehand of Bucher. Return goes into the back of Eala. Forehand from Bucher. Eala gets on the stretch, but it's in the net. And Bucher gets to deuce. Bucher did beat Raducanu at the start of the year. Probably one of her best wins of the season. Who's the GOAT? Djokovic. Is that even a question? Well, it was. I answered it. So, yeah, let me tell you what Bucher's been up to this year, because she's obviously not been great. But, yeah, she's beaten Kalinskaya. She's beaten Vekic this year. And she also beat Raducanu at the start of the year as well. So there have been her 3 best wins. As we're backing out from Eala, that's a good pass, but Bucher volleys it away. Also, I think Bucher's a pretty good doubles player too, from what I remember. So she's had some pretty solid wins this year. Not none of those players are sort of top 10 or anything like that, but still, there are some pretty good wins. All right, 30-40, Djokovic to the break point, and Bucher's got a break point. Svajda's going to retire. Don't say that. All right, Eala serves. Halfway up the net. Oof, that was a tired serve. The first match was tough. Svajda hits it out. Djokovic breaks 4-3 in the third. Serve from Eala. Into the backhand of Bucher. Return goes in the forehand of Eala. Bucher backhand slice. Goes wide. Then Eala back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right. God damn it. Can we not do these things when there's time to do them? Not in the middle of the... Everything's already on fire, and then Draper just put gasoline on it. It's like, bro, just wait for like 2 hours. Announce it. Why didn't he announce it during the Raducanu match when we're doing nothing else? God damn it. Why couldn't he announce this later? It's too great. We're right in the middle of the hurricane. Eala serves. Into the backhand of Bucher. Forehand from Eala. Into the net. Advantage Bucher. All right, chat. You know what, chat? Instead of complaining, I'm going to do my job. Because I'm a professional. Sometimes. By the way, Svajda is apparently starting to cramp, and he's got pickle juice under his chair. Just saying. Advantage Bucher. Eala serves out wide. The back of the Bucher. Return goes to front of Eala. And Eala in the net. Chad, I'm going to blame one of you. And if you're lucky, it could be you. Chad, we're going to just start nuking everybody. That's it. Deb, ban everybody. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I'm actually pissed that Draper's out. Like, obviously, I hope he gets better and I hope he feels okay. But, God, man. You know what? Hopefully Draper's good for the ATP Finals, because that's where he's going to be there's going to be some serious problems for people. Let's hope he gets good for that, because let's hope he qualifies first. But then also, we need Draper at the ATP Finals. So get better, please. Draper, he obviously didn't pull out for no reason, right? It's obviously so serious that he's not playing a Grand Slam. But we need him to get better. By the way, he follows no one on Twitter. Really, that's strange. 0 followers on Twitter. Is this even a real account? It must be. It must be. He follows no one. That's weird. That's odd behavior. He probably just doesn't use Twitter, maybe. Anyways, Bucher break. She's going to serve for the set. Djokovic is up a break in the third. And I don't know what's going on. All right. 40-15 Djokovic. And Eala hits a great return winner, and she screams as she hits it. All right, love 15. Beautiful backhand return winner. Again, like I said at the start of the match, the difference between Bucher and the difference between Bucher and Towson is that Eala has to make a lot more shots and has to go for more shots, and there's a risk involved. 4 out from Eala to the back of Bucher on the stretch. Bucher in there, love 30. Okay. Love 30. Love 30. All right, as Eala loses that point, Bucher 15-30. So Djokovic 5-3 in the third. As Bucher serve and volley, but the volley not needed. And it's 30-all. 30-all as Bucher tries to take this first set. Great return to Eala. Slice from Bucher goes in. Eala pushes it into the front of Bucher. Bucher in the net. Eala's got a break-back point, 30-40. Great pickup by Eala at the net. All right, 30-40. Also 30-all here. Djokovic trying to take the set here. As he returns Djokovic to the backhand of Svajda. Backhand from Djokovic. Into the backhand of Svajda. Djokovic backhand. Again to the backhand of Svajda. And Djokovic wins the point. 30-40. Eala, break point. As Bucher hits a winner down the line and survives. Deuce. What a shot. All right, deuce. Djokovic to the set point as he goes down the line for a winner. Yeah, Svajda can't run. His legs are done. He can't move. He's not even attempting to run for these shots. But he's going to play on, but he's definitely feeling his legs are falling apart. As that goes to the net by Bucher, and it's advantage Eala to get back the break. Advantage Eala. To get back on serve. As a return goes in, the front of Bucher. Eala forehand to the backhand of Bucher. Again, the front of Eala. Bucher, Eala in the net. Djokovic only hit 2 errors in that third set, by the way. Ridiculous tennis. All right, back to deuce. All right, back to deuce. 2 break points have been saved. As another return winner by Eala. All right. Advantage Eala to take back this break. Third chance. As we serve now, the back end of Eala. Forehand from Bucher is a winner. Okay. And we're back to deuce. Three break points saved. As Bucher goes down the line with a forehand, up goes a lob by Eala. Bucher with a smash. Eala gets it back with another lob, but it goes long. Advantage Bucher. Advantage Bucher to take the first set. All right, advantage Bucher. As a return goes in the net from Eala, and Bucher takes the first. 6-4. All right, 6-4. First set is in the bag. Djokovic, he's serving first in the fourth. All right, Eala's going to have to fight back. By the way, this is the first time Eala's lost the first set in a match in the last few matches. She's been winning the first set in her last couple of matches, and then unfortunately doesn't go on to win. Some of them, the first round was different, but her last few matches she was winning the first set, and then her opponents will fight back. Now she's down a set, so let's see how she reacts to that. Lehechka got the win as well, by the way. Fonseca is getting smoked, which is not fun. Rude's up at break in the second, but he lost the first set. Fritz lost the first set. Chat, this is carnage. I think we can almost, I mean, if that, oh shit, chat, this is bad. What is today, chat? Can we just start again? Can we rewind 3 hours? Can we start again, please? Can we start again? This is crazy. What are we doing? Yeah, please stop spamming. It's really annoying. What are we doing? All right, 15-0. Djokovic serves. As a return now, Djokovic backhand cross-court winner, 30-15. $30-15. $30-15 as we serve again from Djokovic. Too strong, 40-15. I hope Svajda plays out this match. Hopefully he doesn't... he doesn't look like he's visibly cramping. He just looks like he's not able to run as fast as he was. He doesn't look like he's struggling to like his legs aren't contracting. You know what I mean? You know when those players are they falling over and they can't move? That doesn't seem to be what's going on with Svajda. He just looks like he just doesn't have any energy in the legs left. So he's not running for everything like he was in the first set. So that's a good thing that he's not visibly cramping, but he's obviously sore. And he's not feeling his best. Because he didn't attempt to run for the drop shot. Love 15 as Eala serves a fault second serve. There's going to be a very physical effort from for Eala to win this because Bucher is a bit of a machine as well. I didn't mention that. As Eala hits it wide on the backhand, it's love 30. Bucher is also very, like I said, a machine. She doesn't fade. Love 30. Love 30 as the return goes to the net from Bucher, 15-30. Yeah, I don't know why this hasn't updated. Maybe it's because they're playing on court 7, but the stats aren't updating properly. They've both hit more errors than that. All right, 15-30. He's cramping Cam, hence the hit pickle juice. Bro, did you not hear what I said? Selective hearing again? What are we doing? I said he's obviously not feeling great, and he's got I said he's got the pickle juice. But you can't see him, like, he's not physically... Like, look at him. Has he fallen over once? Chat, am I talking gibberish? Like, you know what I'm saying, right? You know there's a difference between somebody who's definitely, he's feeling sore, and but he's not visibly cramping, right? I'm talking like Mahatch. You know when Mahatch was couldn't walk? Svajda is running down every shot, even though he's not feeling it. But he's not, like, you know what I'm saying, chat? Hello? Is it? Hello? All right, break. Bucher. 1 love in the second. It was clear? Okay, cool. All right. I'm talking Australian. Aha, that's what it was. That's okay. If I was talking Australian, we get demonetized. 30-40. There's a lot of words that Australians use that are not... just a lot of cussing. No cussing. All right. Bucher up a set and a break. Djokovic trying to break here in the fourth? Fourth. I don't know what we watch next, by the way, chat. We're going to figure out our next moves. I don't know what we're going to watch after this because all the matches I want to watch are on now. Chat, give me some ideas. Who's coming up next that you want to watch? That's not Alcaraz at 9 o'clock in the morning for who's coming up in the next 4 hours? Yeah, there's a word that starts with C that Australians use a lot as well. Yeah, that is true. I don't use that word. I think that word is very offensive, but it is definitely a word. All right. Eala with a forehand on the stretch. Bucher. Oh, let it bounce and it went in. Now Eala on the attack, but Bucher hit it long. All right. Eala spent all day on social media congratulating herself. No wonder she's losing. So we found we found them. Chat, we found them. Got them. Mods, do something. Get them out of here. All right, advantage. Djokovic is Svajda hits a winner and gets back to deuce. I love 30 here. Eala a chance to break back. As Bucher serves. Into the back of Eala. Bucher with a forehand. Into the forehand of Eala. Again to the forehand of Bucher. Eala forehand. Down the line. Beautiful shot. And it's love 40. By the way, chat, I don't know why anybody would get so triggered by someone who's number 70 in the world from the Philippines who's, just playing really good tennis. I don't know why people get so triggered by her. Like, where does that comment come from? It comes from a place of anger and hate. But why would you hate somebody? Why would you hate somebody who, unless you're like a fan of somebody that she beat and maybe you're bitter, but and hold a grudge? Djokovic breaks you up. But why? I don't feel like Eala is a bad person, or I don't get it, chat. Why does she make you feel so bad and angry? It's weird. And it's 15-40. As with a backhand into the forehand of Eala. Eala hits a winner. We're back on serve. But you just keep talking. That's it. Keep going. You keep saying shit. You keep talking shit. Because she just broke back. 1-1. Go on. Yap. Keep yapping. Go on. 1-1. Djokovic, by the way, 30 love. 30 love. And Nole serves again. $40 love. Do I have money on it? No. Do you? I feel like the people that get salty are the ones that are betting and they're losing. And you've got to be honest. If you're betting and losing and getting pissy about it and then coming on the internet and typing about it, you have a problem. You need to figure that out. Because the people that bet on tennis and bet on sports and do it successfully don't complain on the internet. They know that it's not anyone else's fault. They take responsibility for their actions. So, you know, you shouldn't have put the money on if you can't afford it. It's your fault. You shouldn't have done it. Don't do that shit. Learn. Just learn. Eala hits a winner, by the way, in your face. 30 love. 30 love. And when I say in your face, I'm talking about that person specifically that just got timed out. In your face, the person who hopes Eala loses. Get a life. As that goes in the net from Bucher, 40 love. Nothing wrong with wanting Bucher to win. Exactly. But actively campaigning and celebrating someone to lose is so weird. It's a weird move, bro. You can be like, go Bucher, you're my favorite. Let's go. Go Spain, Viva la Spain, whatever you want. But like going in and being like, yay, Bucher, Eala's the worst and she should lose and I don't like her. Yay, she's losing. I love that she's losing. Yeah, go, boo Eala. Like, that's stupid. What a waste of everyone's time. By the way, where the Eala fans at? I want to hear more Eala fans. We got to drown out all these like negative people. Where are all the Eala supporters? We need a voice now. As Bucher backhand in the net, Eala leads 2-1 in the second. All right, 2-1. All right, Djokovic in the fourth. It's like cheering double faults. Yeah. It is strange. That's what I want to see. Good work. Eala fans, rise up. Rise up. Djokovic 3 love in the fourth. Double fault. Is cheering double faults allowed? I mean, yeah, you can do it. It's not nice, but it's not illegal. It happens. 30 love. As a backhand now from Djokovic. Sliced into the forehand of Svajda. Djokovic forehand. Nope. Svajda hit a winner. 40 love. Yeah, Fritz is losing. Ruud is losing. Fonseca is losing. But Ruud's coming back, so that's a sign. What did I say? Ruud Shelton, right? We're talking about Ruud Shelton. I need to see that. We need Ruud Shelton. 40-15. So we need Ruud to come back and win because we need Ruud versus Shelton. I need that in my life. I need that fourth round. Especially if all these other players are losing. I know Draper, Fritz is losing. Eala's in trouble. We need at least one match. I need that match. 40-15. Djokovic return winner, 40-30. Yeah, Svajda's not running for anything that's 2 steps away. He's not going. He's not wasting his time. If it's not to him, he's not going for it. Svajda serves an ace. All right, 3-1. Djokovic on the board. Djokovic in the lead. Svajda on the board. By the way, I forgot to say who's playing these players. Let me check. So Djokovic, if he wins, he'll take on either Norrie or Comasagno. Cool, I do want him to play Norrie. Norrie, Djokovic, third round. Come on. I know Djokovic fans are like, no, we don't want to play that guy. Come on. Come on. It would be fun, though. And then Eala or Bucher will take on Mertens or Sun. So that's the possible matchup third round in the future for those two. All right, 30 love Bucher. Milena from Prague, thank you for the $10. Appreciate that. And thank you, Danny, for the 5. Go, Alex. Thank you, Danny. All right, that goes net from Bucher. It's 30-15. 30-15. A bit of serve from Bucher as a fault. Second serve. Come on, Norrie. I want to see Novak versus Norrie. I don't know why. That match is just spicy. As we're forehand now to the backhand of Eala. Forehand from Bucher. Into the backhand of Eala. Bucher forehand again. Into the backhand of Eala. Bucher on the stretch. Goes cross court. Eala forehand lob. Bucher comes in though. And up goes another lob from Eala, but it's long. 40-15. Djokovic 4-1. Making quick work of it now. Nole. Comesanya's fun though. Like if Comersanya beats Norrie and it's Djokovic Comersanya, that's not bad either. It's fun. Cam, the head-to-head is 6-0. I didn't say Norrie was going to beat Djokovic. I said that it was interesting because they don't like each other for some reason. I didn't say that Norrie was going to beat Djokovic. When did I say that? Rewind the tape. Somebody show me the replay. Did I ever say that Norrie was going to beat Djokovic? I didn't say that. I said that it's going to be fun. I didn't say that it was going to be an upset. I feel like people are hearing what they want to hear. You just said it to be fair. I didn't say Norrie could win. I did not say that. Thank you. I said that it could be interesting. Doesn't mean upset. Just come on now. 40-30. Someone's getting mad. Who's getting mad? Norrie is out injured. Can we not lie? 4-1 Djokovic. Also, Bucher in trouble here. Eala might get the break and lead. I'm going to serve out wide the back end of Eala. Return the net. Advantage Bucher. Now Djokovic, love 15. As Djokovic with a forehand passing shot. Svajda with a volley. Half volley. Good pickup by Nole, but it's in the net. It's a good effort. Bucher holds 2-2 in the second set. By the way, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to like the video as well. Also, let me know where you're watching from. I haven't asked that one this week. Where are you watching from? Let me know. Where are we watching from? By the way, Rockies beat the Astros, so that was fun. That was a good thing that happened. As Eala hits a lovely winner down the line. 15 love. Also 30-15 Svajda. We got Toronto, Colombia, Colorado, Switzerland, Michigan, Prague, UK, Bangladesh, Pennsylvania, Austria, Philippines, India, Uganda. We got Brooklyn. We got Budapest, Dubai. 30 all as Djokovic tries to get this double break and serve the match. We've got Poland in the house, Abu Dhabi, Puerto Rico, South Africa, London, Belgium, Zimbabwe as well. 30 love Eala as first serve is a fault from Svajda. Second serve. As a return from Djokovic to the back of Svajda. Return goes in the front of Djokovic. Svajda can't get it. 30-40 Nole. We've got Munich, California. We've got Manila. We've got South London, Qatar. We've got Thailand, Italy, Poland, France. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. We've got Ireland in the house as well, Cork and Dublin. As we're the back end of the net from Eala, it's 30-15 as Djokovic returns into the back of Svajda. Djokovic back end again, the back of Svajda. Into the backhand of Djokovic. Svajda forehand. Into the forehand of Djokovic as Svajda goes down the line. Nole's going to get there. Put up a lob. Svajda hits a bounce smash for a winner. All right. That was a weird rally. Deuce. As Bucher goes to the front of Eala. Eala hits a wide 30-all. We've got Serbia in the house. We've got somebody from Krypton. That's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. You're crazy. Crazy. South Korea, Atlanta, Berlin, Real Madrid. All right, Djokovic forehand cross-court winner. Advantage Nole. As the return goes to the front of Eala. Backhand from Bucher. Into the backhand of Eala. As Bucher forehand down the line. Eala gets a forehand, but it hits it wide. She overhits it, 30-40. You're Superman? Wow, that's amazing. New Zealand in the house. We've got Sweden as well. All right, Djokovic slice. Into the backhand of Svajda. And then Djokovic hits a winner. There it is. 5-1 Nole. Chat, trust me, right? Trust me, chat. I have been watching Djokovic for 20 years. All right? I've been watching and streaming him for 7. That can't be right. 2005, I first watched Djokovic play Safin, and then, well, we've been streaming for 7 years, so that's crazy. A third of my tennis watching life, I've streamed it? That can't be right. That's a weird. Bucher breaks too, by the way. Djokovic wasn't going to lose this match. Come on now. All right. And look, yes, Svajda ran out of gas, but that's part of Djokovic's tactic. Like an hour and 15 minutes ago, Djokovic lost the first set. And the first set took more than the 3 sets combined we've had since. And Djokovic used that first set to wear his opponent down. He knew that Svajda wouldn't be able to go 5 sets, 5 hours. Smart tactic by Nole. He didn't need to win the first set. We've seen this. We've done this. We know this. He uses that first set to break down his opponent physically. And yeah, it would have been nice for him to win the first set and avoid playing 4, but it worked out well. It's not like he's had to work that hard in the fourth set anyway. He's barely had to. We've barely talked about him because it's just, Svajda's good serve or Djokovic hits a winner. Svajda hasn't had to do anything. Djokovic hasn't had to do anything. All right, 30 love. Nole. 2 points away from the win. Now, when he plays someone who's more physically capable, that's going to be tougher for Djokovic, right? He can't afford to drop that first set, But when he's playing guys that, he knows that physically they can't compete with him, he doesn't need to worry, and you shouldn't either. Norrie and Comasagna, though, that might be a different story. Norrie, if he does beat Comasagna in straights, also Rune in a 4th round, or Tiafoe, Djokovic can't play like this, right? He can't afford to just give the first set up and hope for the best. Cam doubted Djokovic. Yeah, you weren't here from the start. You're obviously just saying words. 30-15. As with a forehand from Djokovic winner, 40-15. But yeah, obviously he's not going to be able to do this against guys that are physically better, physically fitter. But when he's playing these guys, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Doesn't matter. All right. Djokovic match points. As he serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Serving to the forward of Svajda. Return goes to the forward of Djokovic. Svajda backhand cross court. Djokovic backhand into the back of Svajda. There's Djokovic with the forehand. But he overhits it and it's 40-30. 40-30. All right, 40-30, and Eala gets the point too. She's down a break, though, in the second, 30-15. All right, match point Djokovic. He serves. Svajda returns. Djokovic with a smash. Too good. Nole gets it done. I tell you what, the last couple of points there, Djokovic looked looked a lot more energetic than the first set. First set, he was kind of like, do. But, again, Nole did what he had to do. Never going to lose this match. Come on. Come on now. At the end of the day, you have to beat Djokovic at a Grand Slam. You don't get charity at Grand Slams from Djokovic. Maybe he loses a best of 3 sets match in Indian Wells. Maybe you could get him there. But you can't beat Djokovic at a Grand Slam. He doesn't lose to you. Like you don't get charity for he doesn't lose. You have to win, right? You have to beat him. Poprin last year, he beat Djokovic. He played crazy well. He beat him. Sinner obviously got Djokovic. Wimbledon, Djokovic wasn't 100%. He looked a little bit sore. But still, Sinner had to beat Djokovic, You have to beat Djokovic at slams. You don't get charity. It's the only thing he plays for. He said that himself. He doesn't play anything else as serious as Grand Slams. So why, he ain't going to give out charity, right? There ain't no charity. Anyways, Bucher double faults. We're going to merge the streams in a second. Eala gets the deuce. She's trying to break back. As it back in return from Eala. Good shot. Bucher gets it and hits it long. Advantage Eala. Advantage Eala to get back on serve. Advantage Eala. As Bucher serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes in the back of Bucher, back in Eala, cross court off the tape. Goes in. Wait, what happened? And Bucher hit a winner, but what happened? What happened? Did Bucher give up the break? What happened? All right, we're going to merge the streams. Djokovic wins in 4 sets. He's going to play in a couple of days. We'll watch him again when he plays. I don't know what just happened. I think Bucher stopped the point. She stopped the point. Bucher yelled during the point for hindrance. That's wild. That's a wild thing to happen.